Over 450 days on, we all know the statistics. 45,000 Palestinians killed, 100 hostages missing, 2.3 million people desperate. But I want to tell a single human story. I spoke before, Mr. Speaker, about my friend, consultant surgeon Mohamed, who operated on me when I had sepsis. His family are trapped in Jabalia refugee camp. They're elderly, sick. One is a 3-year-old girl. And we described how there are bodies strewn in the street. Well, I am sorry to report that this weekend, death didn't come knocking, but rather it was dropped by a precision drone as Mohamed's brother and his son walked 10 meters to get aid. The son died of a brain injury. 2 13-year-old girls and their mother have shrapnel wounds, and Mohamed's elderly father, who was already ill, is in hospital. That 3-year-old, her mother and his mother, are alone in a house with no one to help them get food. These were obviously not militants. They were sick. They are not legitimate targets of war. There is no excuse for this. Yeah. Mohamed told me it feels like they're living in the Hunger Games, dodging drones, scavenging for the basics. Even if they wanted to leave, how can they? And so I want to ask the Minister, what part of international law makes any of this okay? Where is the accountability? Yep. Where is the justice? Yep. What does the Minister have to say to Mohamed, who spends his days saving lives here in the UK while his family are slaughtered overnight? And it's not just Mohamed. People in Gaza are trapped in a doom loop of hell. Hospitals decimated, ceasefires promised and never delivered. And so I press the government again. Is this really everything the UK's got? Yeah. Have we deployed everything to make this stop? When will we recognise Palestine? Why haven't we stopped arms trade to Israel? Yeah. And when will the government ban trading with illegal settlements? Yeah. Mr. Speaker, the frustration is palpable. Our grief is fathomless. People across the UK are looking on in horror, and the horror in Gaza must stop now.
Yeah. Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the honourable member speaks passionately about a situation that so few in this House can even imagine, and my thoughts are with Mohamed's family and the many, many other women, children and civilians who are caught up in this war. I've seen myself injured children across the border in Sinai, and the lucky ones, Mr. Speaker, who've been able to leave the Strip and access medical assistance. The whole ministerial team in the Foreign Office has these people in our mind each and every day, and I have been engaged through the break, as many others have, recognising that for most people in Palestine there is no break from a truly dreadful situation. The member asks, what do I have to say to Mohamed? And I am incredibly sorry for the loss that people are suffering in Palestine. I am incredibly sorry that we continue to assess that there is a serious risk of breaches of international humanitarian law in Gaza, and we are doing everything that we can to try and prevent them and reduce them. In relation to the arms that the honourable member has mentioned, we have taken decisive action to reduce the sale of weapons which are being used in the conduct of these hostilities in Gaza and West Bank and Lebanon. And we will continue to keep these matters under review. I can only join with the member in reaching out to those in Palestine in this situation. We have done much. We recognise there is much more to do, and my heart goes out to those people.